let's just x-ray through. Keep everything as what we would do, and then we have the rationale. We're covered then. Simply moves. Don't know what the delay is. Wherever. Get the check. Double the pawns. A little bit of a weakness, so to speak. Something to celebrate. Castle. What we got? So it's hitting the head of the snake. The rook is supporting the queen. Let's take. Let's get the king. We'll get even the 20 pointer. We've struck first blood with double pawns. Now we'll get the 20 pointer because the king's not castled. Not chasing the king with the rook. Just let's get our pieces out if we can. Again, looking to block the king from coming here if we do put a check on. Okay, let's just put the check on. So there, yep, alright. And then it's almost like a mate, but the rook is there stopping. Would have been beautiful. Right, so we're not going here because the knight is there. We can come back and see if we can hit this pawn. Now we come back and hit the pawn. Not the bishop comes in defense. May as well take. As soon as we've got the double pawn thing here. Bit of weakness. Which way does the knight go? It comes like this, I think, in this position type thing. And then attack the pawn. Capture. King comes down to defend the pawn, whichever way. Yeah, that way. I'm going to attack these pawns, so we'll get one of them. Is it a taking the pawn situation? Yes, it is. Knight's coming out. Take. Rook's coming here, looking for a back ranker. No, he's defending. Make some space for the king. Knight wants to get out of there. Alright. Push up. He's going to get a check on our king though with his rook. We take. Let's take. Pawn's got no protection unless the knight moves, so the knight doesn't have to stay there. The rook can come round the back. The knight's looking to get active though, isn't it? Yes. It's going to be in. It's going to be here attacking the pawn. So do we need to get here and here before he does this? Because we won't get in then. Start pushing this pawn. Move the king. Oh, but coming in here. We move up. He comes there, puts the check on. We move up. Because we're attempting to try and support this pawn coming here. But his rook can come round. Then put a check on our king. And then these pawns are disappearing. Yeah, that's not looking good for us. That is not looking good for us. So I'm going to push this pawn. Comes down. Got space to attack the king. And start dancing around. Oh, he's going for a passer. Going for a passer. Gonna have to push. It does look like I think it's putting a lot of pressure on the king now because this pawn's not protected. Rook's going to have to support or come and support the pawn pushing down. King can block. This potentially can come here, but then this is going to be weak because his rook could attack the pawn. A lot of things kicking off. Oh yeah, he's coming here. Options. Yeah. So we can hit this pawn. He'll probably maybe come and own the file rather than attacking the pawn. So he's going to get a check on our king and get this pawn off. No, he's not doing that. So he will do it in a second though. This one here. I think our main thing is to get rid of this pass pawn though, isn't it? 59 seconds. Dude, wow. 3-2. Makes you think you're in a long play game. Oh, you can still do it anyway, can't he? Can come across now that we're down. It's not doing that just yet then, so do we attack the pawn? Put a check on the king. Push the pawn. Now I'm in tunnel vision thinking, yes, this is going up. Let's keep pushing. I'm going to make space to get a check on the king. Let's take. Push. May as well go for it. Yep. Oh, bless him. Probably potentially looking for a stalemate type thing of some sort, you know, with his king being there. Let's go here. Let's go. Again, I used to say if I'm doing the move, when I first sort of started playing, I've not spent all that energy to do a move to not take it off the board. But anyway, we will go with this knight move, get the pieces out. Get the queen. We want the queen off of there really, but we'll move here for now. Let's move the bishop. Let's move the bishop. Keeping the tension is so nasty, but let's just take. Move the queen. Block. Get the knight up. Boom, boom. Let's face the rook. When you've got too many pieces clumped together, just feel there's no real way in, and that's the way we're going. Let's get them spread out a bit. Might be a nice position because nothing looks like it can challenge it. Obviously the bishop can and the knight can at some stage. Okay, don't move these pawns. Don't move these pawns. Maybe this one. No. Maybe hit it. He just drops. Push, push. Okay, what we're looking for. block the rook for a moment. Don't know if there's anything here. Takes. No, we're giving a pawn up for no reason. I'm tempted to do it. Just give a pawn up, just to make some space. Yeah, I am going to do it. I know it's silly, but need to make some space. I feel like I'm sort of jammed in a bit. Just hit it again. Right, okay, we're ready. There's a bit of space for us to play with. See, that's created this activity. Yeah, so now we've created that space. We personally generated that. Fingers crossed we can do something about it. That's why I'm always a bit tentative when people are, looks like they're giving up a pawn, but it's really kind of generated some activity which works in their favor sometimes. What do we have? We need to make this count. Boom, boom, boom. Dark square bishop. Go alone. Where's the magic? Magic is there, but the knight is blocking. We don't have anything that can attack the knight apart from another knight, but it's not in position just yet until we go 1-2. I don't think they're going to allow us that either. So we will attempt it anyway. Our goal is this, because we've got the 2-on-1 here with the potential for this, but as we know, they never do what we want them to do. We'd have to come here to come back again. Don't know if they're going to allow us that. Do have a potential exchange of the queen. Oh, he's going for the exchange of the queen that way. Confident. Confident. Attack the bishop. Bishop moves. We've got the attack on the pawn, which we wanted with the queen, but we've got it. But we get the pawn anyway. Okay, so it's even Stevens at the minute. We are attacking 2 pawns. Oh, looking to maybe. But we'll check first. Grabbing this pawn. And then grab this one. And we could hit the rook, but he just comes across and attacks. Endgame advantage. This is where it can just get blobbed. I haven't thought that I've been thinking longer than the... Oh, it looks like they may have left the game. That's not what we're wanting. We're wanting to practice this type of... We've got a bit of an advantage. We want to maintain it. You can't... Oh, come on. You can't blob at these moments. These are the key moments. This is what we need to practice. We haven't won anything. Come on. They're not coming back. That's this. Come on, man. And to take a look at the inevitability of chess games. So at some point, you're going to lose a game of chess. It's one of those things. It's then really kind of appreciating the fact that, well, yes, you know you're going to lose, and you might even play such a bad game that you feel like you've only just started playing chess. So that encounters the loss because you've played like an absolute beginner. No matter what experience you've got, no matter what rating you've got, you will go through those phases of, man, have I just started playing chess? You could have been playing for donkey's years, playing since you were 2 years old or 3 years old. You are still going to encounter those games where you think you have only just started playing the game of chess. So that's a key thing to keep in my own mental Rolodex, basically just to remind myself that, yes, I can blunder, I can make mistakes, so can my opponent. So it's taking that opportunity to say, well, okay, what is actually happening in the game right here, right now? Can I redeem myself? As we said, the opponent can make the mistakes too. Sometimes they are sacrifices, but I'm not sure if that one is on this occasion. It looks like the opponent may have left the game. So as we were talking about, just talking about making mistakes, making blunders, errors, inaccuracies, whatever you want to do, break it down into the sphere of you've taken a loss, you've taken a disadvantage during the game, and you just feel like you're an absolute beginner. We are all beginners in the game of chess, in my eyes, because we're always striving to try and win, gain an advantage in the current game right here, right now. When that doesn't happen because we've started incorrectly, we've left pieces under attack that shouldn't have been left under attack, we've not guarded ourselves, we've not put the strategy together properly, we've not done the move orders correctly, these things will happen. Okay, just continuing to look at, you will make mistakes, you will make blunders, you will make erroneous moves. All these things are guaranteed in the game of chess. From your first move that you make, you've probably made an error in the eyes of the computers. And from the time you start playing like a computer, that's where you will be in trouble from the outside world. So in essence, if you're playing a human, you can expect mistakes to be made, even from the initial move. If you're playing a human, you can expect calculation errors, strategical misunderstandings of the positions on the board. You can expect a whole ream of blunderous situations. It's up to us as humans to be able to take advantage of those possibilities, those opportunities. Just look like this opponent's left the game for some strange reason or the other. We need to appreciate that the perfect game is only going to come across every so often. Our normal, usual games are basically based on blunders, miscalculations from the opponent, errors from the opponent, inaccuracies from the opponent, luck because the opponent's not seen or taken advantage of any opportunities they may have gleaned from the situation. I think I'm happy doing this and then doing this. So it's all based on understanding the blunders, the errors, the miscalculations, those types of things. It's not 100% proof in the game of chess that everything is going to be perfect. Let's just bring this here. For my own development in my own chess, the enjoyment rather in my chess, developing my enjoyment in my chess, learning lots more about the game of chess, from the start through to the middle of the game, through to the end of the game, the transitions, the phases, understanding the strategical type stuff. I've been playing for many years, and yet I'm still sitting here saying to you, look, hey, you stand as good a chance as the next person, depending on if they see the opportunities that are given to them. If they don't, then you can take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of luck involved because you don't want the opponent to see your potential attacks. You don't want them to be attacking you in certain weak areas. So it's all about luck, and that transition from the luck phase is key. What we've got is here, we've got 2 on 1, so we're going to bring this back and support here. But nothing is perfect in the game of chess. What I'm trying to say is, we've got 2 minor pieces, they've got 1 minor piece, they've got a rook, and we're looking to keep the advantage in the game. Yeah, so what I'm basically saying here is chess is one of those hobbies, interests, pastimes, serious job roles, whatever, that really can make you believe that you are getting somewhere in your development in chess. And then somebody comes along and plays you and you just feel like you're an absolute beginner. It's got the pawn. I think I will go for his pawn over here. Got our pawn. Sometimes you just can't do anything. And we also have lovely rooks. So I'd rather go with that. And we might as well just hit the bishop as well. And take, which one do we want to take? Oh, he's looking to get a rook, bless him. So we'll move here onto a white square. And now we will get our gift. Which one do we want to take? I think we will take this one. I think what we'll do is come and attack this pawn, but also looking to double the rooks on here. So he's grabbing up pawns, and if we can do this, and then maybe defending the pawns, giving us a bit of space to get to this. This pawn's on a white square at the minute. King's got space, nice white squares to jump to. So he's grabbing pawns, so we're just going to see if there's any. I don't think there is a back ranky type thing, because he's just going to, yeah, he's going to come here to block it off. So we will do this, then we will do this. And then all we need to do, I think, is come to here and then just go here, and then that would be mate. Let's have a look at what he can do to us. His rook can't get anywhere, so I think we can be safe in the knowledge that we can come here, unless of course he does this. But he's not done that, so that's going to be a mate. That's the idea again, about focusing on we can make blunders, and it's a matter of really looking at, well, the opponent can make blunders too, and it's being able to see those opportunities of blunderous states, of erroneous moves, of inaccuracies, etc. Might be the smallest of details. I think the more you play the game, you try to look for the smallest of details type things to gain that advantage, because it's more confusing to the opponent if you're doing a small attacking maneuver that doesn't look obvious to the opponent, and yet it builds into something later on down the line. So that's the thing I'm trying to search for, is that secret maneuver that just does not look like it's anything at all, and then boom, it's got a massive kick towards it. Always remembering, as part of this series, we all will make blunders in the game of chess, we will make errors in the game of chess, and we have to understand and appreciate that part of the game of chess. It's the art of chess. During a game, as it's coming up towards our chess season again, and the tournament season, especially for myself, it's key for me to look at how can I maintain advantage or maintain the status quo right from the very start. We've practiced in the open tournaments over the board about maintaining that status quo right from the start, and that's worked for us quite nicely. Now it's about maintaining advantages that we may potentially have got in the game, and also maintaining that status quo as well throughout the game, all the way through to the end, and not try and seek something that really isn't there. Maintain what is good for us. That's what I'm trying to say to myself throughout the games, in order to try and avoid the blunderous, erroneous inaccuracies that have occurred in those games. with that. Dude, he's gonna take. If we take, then he takes our rook. Oh, dude, we need to move. Ah, man.